right. Let me get it right. Boom. What's good, YouTube? Yeah. It's your boy Fat Geronimo, even your mama know back again. Um, I just want to kick it with y'all for a minute. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time. Pull up on me. It's been a minute since I went live, man. If you happen to see this live that I'm posting now, I need you to subscribe. Like I'm tired of those moments where, you know, y'all come view my live, but y'all don't want to show a brother some love. Come on, it gotta stop. Just show a little bit of love, man. Just drop a like. You know what I mean? It's free. And I'm trying to get the page, right, man. I'm trying to get the page growing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the page situated, man. And the only way I could do that is with the help of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, by y'all liking the video and subscribing. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna talk about a few things. Let me roll this over here. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, I could do two things at one time. You know, the internet. The internet is a funny place, man. From a philosophical point of view, because that's what I like to think of myself as, a philosopher at times. You know what I'm saying? The internet is it's an actual place. It became a place. You know what I mean? Excuse me, pardon me. I just finished busting down some ice cream on some Fat Boy-ish, you know what I'm saying? My bad. But yeah, the internet has became a place. You feel me? It's becoming more and more of a place. It's like its own dimension at this point. It wasn't always like that because we weren't always at these stages that we at now with the internet. You know what I'm saying? All this AI, quantum computers, and you know what I'm saying? But now that we reach those levels, the internet is slowly shaping itself into an actual place. And it's been like that for a while. It's like it didn't just, you know what I'm saying? That didn't just happen. It ain't just get like that. You feel me? It been like that for a while. It's just that more and more with as time go by, you kind of you get to actually see it more clear than before, because that was the beginning stages, but now we slowly arrive in there. You feel me? We like 4 blocks away at this point. So the internet is like a place. This place isn't more important than the place that we occupy in reality as human beings, of course. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. That's the internet. You know what I'm saying? Some people have a problem differentiating that between one another because of whatever reason. And it's important to not be, like those individuals, because it's a thin line between those two, which is crazy because it wasn't always that thin of a line. You know what I'm saying? People knew what BS was and what real life was. But as time has, went on, where we at today, that line has become thin. It's almost not even there. This is why people are allowed to come on the internet and say whatever they want to say. there's no governed rules to use the internet, and if there is, they only come from oneself. Like you have to be able to say for yourself as an individual, like, yo, I'm not gonna come on here and just run my mouth about things I don't know, or talk about people. You have to be able to say that for yourself as an individual. And a lot of individuals, they choose not to say that to themselves because they're able to do these things, talk about people, um, you know, bully people on the internet or just say whatever they want, no matter how ignorant it might be, because they don't govern themselves by their own rules. And if they do, then their rules are completely different from the rules that I just laid out, as far as, just being accountable for your words, and knowing that this ain't high school. You know what I mean? Gossiping at a point is no matter how you look at it, it's like it's a little bit of admiration, a little bit of envy, a sprinkle of hate. It's a whole recipe, you know what I'm saying, at this point, because we too old for that. It really don't matter what age you are. That shit is just whack. You feel me? But I'm just saying, though, speaking from my point of view as an older individual, I'm not 19 and 20. That's it. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's all up to the individuals to govern themselves. And at this point, because the internet has become this type of place, people have been less and less interested in keeping their dignity. I know it's for money, but despite what people say, it's all about money. It's either the person that's collecting the content is getting paid, or the person that's helping the content become the content is getting paid. Either way. And I mean, obviously, you wouldn't put more of your time into something in your life that you don't get a return from. So if you putting in time and time of talking about individuals on camera and on YouTube, the only return that you're gonna get from that is the money that you make from, quote unquote, the content. Without this quote unquote content, you have no way of accumulating this amount of cash. And that's just being real to all YouTubers. I'm not a hater at all. Let's get that straight. Number two, all I do is learn. I've been learning everything I can possibly within my lifetime. So I've always been interested in technology, computers, but I'm interested in streaming and just the whole YouTube dynamics, how people are able to use YouTube in ways that others aren't. You know what I'm saying? Simple. So this is not me, you know, being a hater at all. I'm just saying the facts. You know, before YouTube was here, people weren't able to be as much talkative about other people as they are now. This platform has given people a way to express their opinions, but in ways where their opinions shape a whole new reality, which is this place again, which is the internet. And people tune into these people and become fans and subscribe and whatever you want to call it, and this fuels that. This helps create that even more. All it takes is one person to yell at another person like, yo, come here. And then that person yells at another person. And before you know it, you got a whole group of motherfuckers yelling, yo, come here. It's hard to ignore narratives that are created now in this place, which is called the internet. So it's a gift and a curse. It's of course a tool used for people to be noticed. It's used in ways where people genuinely make their money based off of content that doesn't compromise who they are or what they're doing. You know, it's not geared around a specific thing about a specific group of people. You know, it just may be a page where they have a niche and they're able to generate, you know, these funds. It could even be shows that are like journalism, you know, informing us about certain things and aspects. But sitting there talking about someone has now became a thing in this place called the internet. You know, before you might be on a block in the hood, you know, everybody talk, you feel me? Motherfuckers might be sitting on the stoop, yapping and all that. You know how it go, yo. You know who don't fuck with who and for whatever reason. But the internet, which is this place, has given people the opportunity to now come with the thoughts that they have in their heart and mind and broadcast them out to a group of people who don't know them from a hole in the wall. And yet they're still able to become something of a celebrity or a noticeable figure because of their voice and these people who don't know them from a hole in the wall giving them attention. So attention. Everything requires attention. Everything needs a certain amount of attention for it to be whatever it is. The attention that people usually seek is the attention that they force upon themselves. For instance, if you got a kid, I have no kids by the way, but let me cook though. If you got a kid and your kid, you know, your kid's just being a kid, regular day. It might be a kind of boring day, whack. And you may notice that your child is bored, you know what I'm saying? So you choose to give your child a certain amount of attention specifically because of this reason. You know it's nothing to do, so now you try to find something for you guys to do or for your child to do. You're applying attention to your child. That's the, I could say that's the greatest, you know, attention there is, because that attention is not attracted by nothing that your child has that you want from them. So you're not giving them attention based off of, oh, or perception, what you think or what you want from them, because they have nothing. They're your child. So then there's the attention, like I just spoke of, which is when people may want something from you, or you know you may have something to make people want something from you, whether that's conversation about other people, a certain lifestyle, what you're kind of yelling for the attention to come to you, especially being on YouTube. No matter how you look at it, even people who are moving in the right way of life, so to speak. This is a place where you call out for attention, and there's nothing wrong with that until the attention that you seek on these platforms are fueled by your own inner thoughts and inner reasons of why you're doing it, the intention. And some people have different intentions on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's important to know that when you're dealing with people nowadays in 2025, that some people stay here, this place, the internet. They don't go beyond that for whatever reason, you know, especially people who tend to talk about people, you never see them. That's like you trying to catch up with your favorite reporter or some shit. You know what I mean? Like how you going? You know what I mean? How you gonna catch them? They whole job is created for you to never see them, for them to be able to critique you or give you the news from a place where they feel they cannot be reached by you. You feel what I'm saying? This makes their position solidifiable because of that. I'm able to say what I want about anybody because can't nobody find me. And that's how a lot of these YouTubers move. I'm from an era where there was no YouTube at the beginning of my life. This came later on, of course, as I grew older. So it was never cool for people to talk about people. And then it's super not cool to be on these new digital platforms that the world has created for you to come and talk about people just because you can. Again, it's all about individual self-govern. You have to be able to, nobody gonna give you rules as a grown-ass man. You can break the rules, but you can also make the rules. But as a grown-ass man, it's important that you create rules for yourself, which is in a way, I guess you could say how they say standing on something. You have to have that as a man, I believe. I have my own set of those governed rules, and nobody gave them to me. That's just what I feel like I'm willing to stand on and stand by, no matter what, at any given time. And that's not getting on there talking about motherfuckers. It ain't about who could do what to you, or where you from, or who you think you may be and what you think may cannot happen. It ain't about that, because all real niggas know that means nothing. You can be found, you can be sorted out, niggas can, you know what I'm saying? So but if these are people who haven't been in these situations, they don't necessarily believe that these things can happen. That's number one. Like, they don't, they think that's television. They don't think of niggas could pull up with a van and niggas will grab them and throw them in a van and take them somewhere and, an abandoned building. They think that that's television. But, it's still real niggas who do real things out here. So it's just good to keep in mind that just because the universe or the world or America or whatever has given us this platform on YouTube, it doesn't mean you could just come on here and broadcast your opinions to the universe, the world, without thinking that there's some type of karma or backlash or just something just not quite right about it, because you a man and men just don't do things like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether you getting paid for it or not. I mean, shout out to Stephen A, though. He critiques NBA players. That's different. He's paid to critique a sport, players. No matter who the player is, that's his job. You feel what I'm saying? But when you talking about random street dudes, that's just like sitting home and, yeah, man, yeah. It's like, yo, bro, what? Sometimes it just be mind-boggling me, man, because I know half of the people who I see, do these things, they wouldn't be outside. That's why they not outside. Before all of this, when it was outside, they wasn't the types to be out there doing what they doing now, because they couldn't. So now it's like the people who always, wanted to be those niggas, low key, they have an opportunity to be them niggas now. You know what I'm saying? The nerdy friend who niggas, ignored most of the time out of the group. This is their time to flourish. We're in those times of the universe. The smart people are winning. I like to think I'm a smart person also, but you can also be smart for the wrong reasons, man. You know? It's smart is smart, but it ain't no good and bad with that until whatever you add it for or use your smarts for. So that's just me giving my opinion out. As you can see, I'm not saying no names because I ain't get on here to talk about motherfuckers. I just got on here to give my opinion about this place that people call, quote unquote, the internet, and how people are being manipulated and feeling as if this place has become more serious and more authentic or more realer than our own reality. I'm just having a hard time believing that people are falling into these pockets of digital fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I know you gotta get your money, man. We all gotta get some money, boy. I mean, selling your soul ain't necessarily, for rappers. You might hear that a lot when they talk about rappers, but selling your soul is basically just doing something that's compromising parts of you where you losing some type of dignity, whether you want to notice it or not, because a lot of y'all good at ignoring it, but that don't mean it ain't happening. You can ignore that you a clown and a bozo all day, or that you know, but at the end of the day, no matter how much you ignore it, the people gonna see what they see. You know what I'm saying? So I just believe in not talking about motherfuckers. If you got a problem with a motherfucker, it's like I'm from everywhere. You get in contact, get with son. You know what I mean? You his son on the phone. I don't know. Right? You could write a nigga in a DM, but it don't stop there either. It's like, yo, hit a nigga in a DM, but yo, I wanna link up, or I wanna, hit me, we gotta discuss something. You know what I'm saying? We are in the age digitally where people's communication is disintegrating. People don't even communicate like they used. So I was telling this young lady I know that I remember I was talking to a chick, and I think within that week, maybe the third day, I noticed that shorty was like a texter. She ain't really talk on the phone. Man, I came across girls who said that. Like, yeah, I don't really like to talk, but that's a no go for me. Just for me. You can find a nigga out there that text with you all night, I guess. I don't know. I'm not him, though. I need to hear your voice. I need to talk to you. But I've noticed that as we get further and further into the future, yo, it's like it's hard to find people who are able to communicate on the same level as you. Word. And I don't think they even know that they not able to intentionally. It's starting to feel like you just notice people have like some type of handicap. And then you be like, well, maybe shorty just don't like a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But then it'd be like, you might get the vibe like she do from, things she may say, but it's just the text, and it's like, how can I believe, that this vibe is what it is if I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You could be texting a chat GPT all night thinking you talking to a chick. Man, whole time you talking to a Bitcoin miner or some shit plugged up to a iPad. Word, chat GPT, what up, Whiskey? What you grilling me for? Yeah, Whiskey over there grilling me like he Jack Nicholson. Oh, he see me playing with the toy. Yo, cats is crazy. Son like, yo, you over there with my toy know what I mean? But yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, that's just how I look at it, man. You know, I ain't here to be no delegator. You know what I mean? Fast for president, though. You know, I'm just saying. And that speaks a lot on the a person's character. You know, you see them do that, then you could kind of almost just assume that there's other things um where that trickles down to other aspects in life about them, you know. And we ain't perfect, you know, but it's important to understand that, you know, shit ain't cool, man. I don't fuck how much money you making. I'm nah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't doing all that. You get paid to be a digital hater. That's what you hate. That's what you are. You a digital hater. You niggas don't even know they a computer program. You know, we look to try to see the Matrix and shit and expect shit to look cyborgish to us because we in 2025. It's really in front of you. Motherfuckers became the program. The reason we go on Facebook, which I no longer have because I deleted it. The reason we go on IG, the reason we go on these apps, we interact with other people that's on it. The other people that's on it are the reason the app exists. So you don't necessarily go to the app for whatever you want. You only go to the app to mingle with the people that you want to or know that's on the app, through the app. The app is a middleman. You feel me? If we all had a digital link to each other without having to meet up on one app, that's what we use. But we don't. You have to go on a specific app, specific gateway to communicate over here with them if you want to. So it's a lot of deep shit with that. But yeah, these apps, these digital, it became places. You scroll past, you see people got 1 million followers, 2 million followers. You know, those people could be real, or they might not be. They might not be real, or they might not be fake until you get to see what they are. You know, it's like Schroeder's. I think it's I think it's. I'm kind of high right now, but anyway, it's just a scientific philosophy, right? Well, scientific method. If there's a box and someone told you that there was a dead cat in the box, but you couldn't see the box, you didn't lift it up yet, and they ask you, what do you think? Do you think the cat is dead in the box or not? You say no. You say yeah. You're not right or wrong. Because it could be either one. You just don't know which one until you lift the box up. But until you don't, if you never lift the box up, you're not right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at a lot of things, you know? Word. But you know, it's your boy, Fat Geronimo, even your mama know. I'm still fat. Holla at me, man. Yo, make sure y'all hit that subscribe and that like, man. And yo, stop talking about people. Drink water. And just, you know what I'm saying? Be happy, man. Stop, smoke a blunt or something. Y'all niggas crazy, man. Word.